Buenos días, clase. Hoy vamos a hablar sobre los 10 irregulares y dar, ver, ser, ir. We use this as an and in front of IR verbs. The irregular verbs come with no accent, so that is very important to remember. There is not a single accent in any one of the verbs that we're going to talk about today. So I'd like you to write no accents on the side of your chart next to the section that is called the 10 irregulars. The first group that we're going to talk about are what we call the oeuvs, because they have an oeuvre in their stem. So all of these verbs are irregular, which means that none of them follow the rules. So if you look at andar, you'll notice that we have anduve as our stem. And then we have our 6 forms: anduve, anduviste, anduvo, anduvimos, anduvisteis, and anduvieron. Estar, same thing. We have estuv, and our 6 forms are estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvisteis, and estuvieron. Tener is our tuv, and we have tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvisteis, and tuvieron. So please take a moment and fill these into your chart. Please do it carefully so that your spelling is correct. The second group of our irregulars are what we call the is, because they have eyes in them. So our verb venir, our stem is vin, which means vine, viniste, vino, vinimos, vinisteis, and vinieron. Hacer, another one of those ones that has an I in it, is is. So we have ise, hiciste, and then take note. I want you to make a box around this one on your chart. Iso is one of the ones that is just weird. It doesn't follow the rules. It takes a spelling change. It's the only one that has that strange thing that happens. Hicimos, hicisteis, and hicieron. Querer, our stem is quis. We have quise, quisiste, quiso, quisimos, quisisteis, and quisieron as our 6 forms. Please take a moment and fill these into your green chart. The next group has yous in them. So we have poner, our ever-famous puse, pusiste, puso, pusimos, pusisteis, and pusieron. For poder, it's pud. Pude, pudiste, pudo, pudimos, pudisteis, and pudieron. Caber is cup. Cupe, cupiste, cupo, cupimos, cupisteis, and cupieron. And then saber, sup. Supe, supiste, supo, supimos, supisteis, and supieron. Please fill those into your chart. Be sure to watch your spelling and to make sure that you get all the forms in there correctly. Dar, ver, ser, and ir also come with no accents, which is why we are talking about them today. Please be sure to write the fact that there are no accents in these verbs on the side of your chart. Dar and ver have a lot in common. In fact, we like to say they're in love because they look so much alike. So dar is di, diste, dio, dimos, disteis, and dieron. And ver is its exact opposite, pretty much, but with v's. We have vi, viste, vio, vimos, visteis, and vieron. So when we tell a little story, we say that dar and ver fell in love because they have so much in common. And in the next slide, we talk about ser and ir. When we talk about dar and ver, we say ser and ir are their son and daughter because they are the gemelos, the twins, because they are exactly alike. We know the difference between ser and ir because we know what we're talking about when we have a conversation. So, fui, I think it's important to remember that fui has an I in it for the yo form. Fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, and fueron. Same with ir, 6 same forms. Again, remember that the yo form has that I in it to help us remember that it's for I. We have fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, and fueron. And then in our little story where we have dar and ver, and they're in love, we say that they have the 2 twins, ser and ir. And then we say that, boy, they get so overwhelmed that they need some help. Who helps them? But the verb hacer. We call hacer the butler because they do everything around the house. These parents are being driven crazy by ser and ir. So just a cute little thing to help you remember it. Thanks. Make sure that you get those all down on your chart.